Hello, good evening, my little kids. Welcome one more time back to the science class, and this time we are discussing one more time about one important chapter of Standard 10 electricity. I hope all are fine at your home, all of you are healthy, happy. Hmm? How is your life going? Anyway, in this part, it was a great time during this corona situation and all. After the great celebration of Onam and all, everything is back in control. And hopefully, the government is already announced the Unlock 4.0, which will follow this month in September. Okay, after that, hopefully, we are believing that the schools and colleges they will run normally. Okay, so hope for the best. And I hope that you will have a wonderful academic year and also a wonderful public examination. All the best for that also. Okay, one more time, Mithun Raj. This is Mithun Raj, your science teacher, signing in from this part of the world, Cochin, Kerala. So, will be the last class regarding electricity. Okay, we already conducted most of the portions we covered. But why this chapter is more important? Actually, in this chapter, the entire questions will come in an application level type. Already we completed a test regarding this chapter. In that test, I hope that most of you were interested in the questions and all. Actually, the test which I conducted yesterday, it was not that much difficult type questions. Okay, 90% of the questions was direct and very easy questions. Basically, from this chapter, the important questions which comes will be regarding numericals. Okay, in that question paper, I didn't include numericals. Okay, so why I am taking this class? This will be like a sprint revision regarding this chapter called as electricity. Okay, a sprint revision. That means in an entire 30-35 minutes we will cover the entire chapter. Okay, basically it's nothing. What you see in this board, that's this chapter. Okay? These are the most important part in your textbook. Not only this, there's a lots of definition also is there. That's notes and what all question answers are there important. Already have given that. But this part means it is the application level part in which you want to solve numericals based on all these equations and these diagrams and all. Okay, so just first equation you studied was what? So before that you studied a lot of about circuits and different types of symbols which we will use. Just see this. First of all, we studied about a single cell, how to draw a cell, combination of cell, series cell connection and all. Next we go through switch, and I think it's very easy regarding switch and all. Next, wire joints. This means the wire is interconnected between each other, and this means the wire is not connected between each other. Okay, there is no connection. See, that is the arc, and this is the small diagram of a bulb and a resistor, and this is a wire, and the area of cross section means the shaded region. When come to this part, here we will see variable resistor or rheostat. Then comes the ammeter. Okay, the device which we use to measure what? The device which we use to measure the current. Okay, current in a circuit. And one more thing, ammeter is always connected in series. Okay, this is the series connection. Ammeter is always connected in series. If we want to connect an ammeter in this diagram, connect it here. Ammeter, there is a positive and negative. Why ammeter is connected in series? Because its resistance is very low, so it will draw a very few current. Okay, there won't be any difference of current in the load. Okay, that's why ammeter is every time connected in series in a circuit. Okay, and if we connect ammeter in parallel, what will happen? Ammeter will burn out. Okay, that device will be damaged. So next one is the voltmeter. This is the symbol of voltmeter in a circuit, and voltmeter always it is connected in parallel. If you want to connect a voltmeter here, how we will connect? Use the voltmeter. Understand? Every time it is connected in parallel. What is the reason? Because its internal resistance is very very high. And if we connect the voltmeter in parallel like this, what will happen? The entire current will be taken here. Understand? Resistance means it will stop the current. Voltmeter are high resistance, so it will stop almost all the current and no current will pass throughout the circuit. Okay, that's why we are connecting it in parallel. So the next one we studied about galvanometer. We are not deeply discussing about the galvanometer. It is also another instrument which we use to measure small amount of current, okay, small variations of current, and it also gives us the direction of the current that you will study in detail in higher secondary or PUC. So this is the symbol of galvanometer G. So that is the circuit part. Okay, circuit basically comes in two types. One is in series and one is in parallel. Okay, you already know that. Series means one after the another. Understand? One after the another. Here, what will be constant? Current will be constant. Okay, and voltage will be different. Okay. Just see. First, if we apply a potential difference of 12 volt, when the voltage comes here, the first resistance, it will stop some of the current. But in a series circuit, the current is constant. So what will change? Current and voltage is directly proportional. Resistance cannot change, current cannot change, but voltage can change. So voltage will be different for each resistors here. So this is the series connection, and there is an equation for us to calculate the internal resistance, total internal resistance of a series circuit, and that equation is this one. The total resistance R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. How many resistors are there? The entire sum will give the total internal resistance of a circuit in series. Okay. So next one is in parallel. Simple thing. Here voltage will be same. Equal amount of voltage is going here, here and here. Right or not? See, no difference in voltage. It comes here, same, here also same, here also same. But in that case, current will be different. If current is different means, what will happen? Resistance also will be different. Applying Ohm's law, we will get this one, 1 by R, just reciprocal of this. Understand? In parallel means just reciprocal of this one. 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus R2 plus 1 by R3. That is the total internal resistance of parallel circuit. And one more application level question is, in our daily household, in our home, we are using parallel connection. What is the reason? Because voltage is same. Here I didn't show the direction of the current. Okay, sorry. If you don't show the direction of the current, it will be a big problem. In every circuit, you must show the direction of the current, otherwise half mark will be gone. So where did I stop? Here. In our home, in our household, we are using parallel connection. What is the reason? Because here the voltage will be constant. There won't be any change in voltage. How many current appliances we have in our home, each and every appliances will get equal amount of voltage. Okay? See, a bulb, a fan, a washing machine, they will get equal amount of voltage. But one thing, if the current is constant, some appliances in our home needs only small amount of current. For example, a bulb needs small amount of current. But an electric heater or a washing machine or a fridge, they need more amount of current. The same amount of current passes through all the circuit means these appliances which need less amount of current will burn. Okay. Actually, it is not a standard application level question. I didn't see that questions in examination, but the main reason is this one. If this is a fridge and this is a washing machine and this is a bulb, fridge needs more current, washing machine needs more current, bulb needs less current. So automatically the current will be divided into three. So the fridge will take more current, washing machine will take same type of current, and the bulb will take only small amount of current. So all our appliances are safe. At the same time, they will get equal amount of voltage. For a normal household line, the voltage range is like 220 volt to 230 volt. Okay, so that is the advantage of parallel connection. Okay, and series connection, mostly we are not using series connection. And one more problem in series connection is, if one appliance burned out, we have 3 bulbs connected in series. Okay, just imagine your entire home is connected in series. Okay, entire home, there will be 10 bulbs in your home. Okay, one after the another, like that 10 bulbs are there. In the case of series connection, if one bulb is burned out, okay, one bulb is damaged, this one is damaged. The first bulb is damaged means this particular circuit will become what? Open circuit. Understand? It will become an open circuit and no current will flow. That is also another disadvantage of series connection. But in this case, just see, if one bulb is gone, I take this bulb out, still there is connection. Right or not? Connections are there. So that is also an advantage of parallel connection. That's all things are in the notes. So these are the equations. Now just come back. The numericals will come. 100% numericals will come regarding this equation and this equation, and this is the easiest part. Okay, combination of circuit is there, that we will discuss afterwards. Now if I tell you, you won't understand. So the next part is, come again, it is about current or definition of current and all. Okay, let's see. So these are the main equations in this chapter. Okay, only this much equations are there. So Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, very important equation. Okay, these are only, sometimes we need to substitute the values of I, R or V regarding these equations. Okay, I, V or R. That's why these two equations are there. Mostly equations, numericals comes regarding this equation. So what is current? Current is the rate of flow of charge. Charge means Q. Charge means we can identify charge with the letter Q. Time means T. I is the symbol we give to current. So Q by T is the equation for current. Q means standard unit is coulomb. Standard unit of time is second. Coulomb per second is the standard unit of current. It is also called as ampere. Okay, that is our first equation. Second one comes, what is potential difference? Work done to take a unit charge from one place to another. Work per charge, W by Q. So what is the, anyway, standard unit of potential difference is volt. Just study it like that. Other questions it won't come. The next one is what? Ohm's law. At a given temperature, at a constant temperature, the total potential difference of a circuit is equal to the current, and that proportionality constant is R. V is equal to IR, Ohm's law. Voltage is the product of current and resistance. That is the Ohm's law. So these are the three equations. Basically, this is the main equation. Okay. Sometimes the value of I won't be given in numericals. Listen this carefully. Why we use these two equations? Okay. Sometimes the value of I won't be given in equation. Understand? Only the charge will be given and the time will be given. Understand? So in this case of I, we need to substitute this Q by T. Q by T into R. V is equal to Q by T into R. That is also another equation for voltage. Remember that V is equal to, and in sometimes voltage won't be given. At that times work done will be given, charge will be given. So we want to find I or R. This V we need to substitute with W by Q. Okay, substitutions in numericals are very important. Okay, that if you are able to do that substitution in 10th standard, that means any numericals come for this NCERT 10th standard science, especially now regarding physics. If you are able to solve them all, it is very easy for you, then it will be just like cakewalk for you if you go to the higher studies. Understand? The main thing is this substitution of different equations. Understand? See, a question comes. The total potential difference of a circuit is, well, leave it. The total resistance of a circuit is 12 ohm. The charge flown per 5 seconds is 5 coulomb. What is the potential difference? If a question comes like that, what we have? We have the resistance. We want to find the potential difference. We know that voltage V is equal to I into R, but we don't know the value of I. In that case, what we will do? We know the charge, we know the time. Just substitute this 5 coulomb by 5 seconds, I think. 5 by 5 into R. 1 by 1 into R. 12 ohm means 12 volt. Like that. Numericals, I will give some examples. Just try to solve it. Okay? Actually, numericals you have to teach face to face. Otherwise, you won't understand. I know there's lots of doubts regarding numericals. Some of you even don't know any ABCD about the numericals. Okay? Based on the power of the value and all. How to divide power by power and all. So face to face class will be great for that. So these are the 3 main equations. The next part is what? It is regarding the resistivity, a particular property of a material. Okay, you studied one thing that based on resistivity, the solids are divided into 3: conductors, insulators and semiconductors. Conductors means 100% they conduct electricity. Insulators means they won't conduct electricity. They won't allow any passage of electricity. Example, plastic or glass. In the case of conductors, examples are most of the metals. Okay? Some graphites, non-metals also they will conduct. Human body is also a good conductor of electricity. Some liquids also is a good conductor. But in the case of resistivity, we are telling. So we know that resistance of a conductor is directly proportional to the length. Directly proportional to the length. If length is more, traffic is more, resistance will be high. Inversely proportional to the area of the cross section. If area is more, it will be easy for us to walk, easy for the current to pass. Same, inversely proportional to the area. Proportionality constant is rho. This is not P. Okay, this is not P. This is rho. RHO is a Greek letter, not P. Don't think that it is P. It is a particular letter, and that value is resistance into area divided by L. Rho resistivity is Ra by L. But this resistivity does not depend upon area or length. From this equation, you have a doubt. In this equation, resistance is directly proportional to length and resistance is inversely proportional to the area. But here, see, it is saying, we can say resistivity is directly proportional to area. Resistivity is inversely proportional to length, but it's wrong. Then it is proportional to resistance. Okay, fine. Resistivity increases, resistance increases. But resistivity of a particular material only depends upon what? The material by which it is made. Okay? Only by I was a bit sick for a couple of days. Resistivity only depends upon what? Only depends upon the material by which it is made. Okay, different types of materials has different resistivity. On the basis of this resistivity, we can divide the total materials into 3: conductors, insulators and semiconductors. But one more thing, some applications are there. Let's see what is it. Where is resistivity? Come. Okay, got it. So first, resistivity is standard unit. Also you want to know standard units of current is ampere, standard unit of charge is coulomb, time is second, voltage is volt, current already told, resistance is ohm, resistivity is ohm meter. Okay, For we will tell, it's what anyway. After that we will tell. Okay, resistivity, some applications of resistivity is there. Among them, the difference between resistors and resistance, important question. Difference between resistivity and resistance, important question. Factors by which resistance or resistance and resistivity depends of a conductor, that is also important. Mostly silver has the highest conductivity. Okay, and that highest conductivity means least resistivity. Resistivity is very very low for silver. That's why it's conduct 100%. And for some alloys it is very very high. Resistivity is very very high for some alloys. For example, nickel, which we are using in most of the electrical appliances where heating effect of electric current is used. Okay, but in the case of metals which has very low resistivity, that types of metal we are using for this wiring purpose in our home and also long distance transmission. For example, like in our electric post, have you seen wires? That wire is aluminium. Okay, aluminium is very cheap and at the same time its resistivity is also very low. In household we are using copper. Okay, copper. Why we are using copper means copper won't burn very easily. Okay, it will last very long. If we use aluminium or any other wire inside our home, after 5 or 10 years it will burn, and if it burns means it will be very difficult for us to change it. Okay, we want to take out all the cement and all, that's why we are using copper. Copper is a very good metal. Okay, and its melting point is very very high, that's why we are using copper in our houses and aluminium in outside. Okay, next resistivity, we need studied about heating effect of electric current. Where is that heating effect? Okay, work done. Okay, one more equation was there, work done, isn't it? I didn't write it here. An equation about work done also we studied or not? Work done W is equal to I square RT. Sorry, I didn't write it here. Anyway, just keep it in mind. Work done W is equal to I square RT. One more equation. Where to write it? There is no space. I will write it here. W work done is equal to I square RT. This equation is also numericals will come from that part. Okay. Whenever the question is calculate the heat generated, calculate the heat generated or calculate the work done, we need to use this equation I square RT. It is the application of heating effect of electric current. Electric current has a particular property. Okay, whenever it passes through conductors, any conductors, it will generate a small amount of heat. Okay, even if it is passing through silver also, it generates a small amount of heat. But this heat is directly proportional to what? The resistivity. If resistivity is high, the heat generated will be very very high. Understand? Resistivity or resistance, both are same anyway, isn't it? Resistivity high, resistance high, and this heat is also directly proportional to the square of the current. That is this I square. Okay. Heat generated or work done. Heat generated is why work done, because to make some energy, heat is a form of energy. Okay. Some work must be done to produce that much energy. That way it is known as work done. So that is, we are describing it in W. H is also correct, no problem. Okay, if you write H is also, it's fine. But when the questions come, find out the heat generated, you want to use this equation. Okay, work done is equal to I square RT. Work done or heat generated is directly proportional to the square of the current, resistivity or resistance of that conductor, and the time taken. More time, more heat. Less time, less heat. Isn't it? So that's the next equation we studied regarding heating effect of electric current. 3 important applications we studying in this chapter is about electric iron, electric current, and electric bulb and electric fuse. Okay, electric fuse, mostly we are using lead metal or lead metal, because its melting point is very very low. When current passes through this fuse wire, what will happen? Heat will increase. Heat will increase and because of its low melting point, it will burn out. And our home appliances are very safe. That is the application of fuse. I have given the definition, just study that. Next one is electric iron. In that case, we are using nichrome, another type of alloy called as nichrome. Its resistivity is very high, and when we heat it, or not sorry, when we pass electricity through that nichrome, what is happening? It will become hot, and that heat we are using to iron our clothes. There is a particular protective layer is there which is made of mica. Mica is good conductor of heat and very bad conductor of electricity. So we are not getting any electric shock. So the next one is electric bulb. Another material used inside the electric bulb is tungsten. Tungsten's resistivity is very high. Okay, and its melting point is also very high, like 3350. I am not 100% sure about that. 3300 degrees Celsius. Just imagine, water melts, water boils in 100 degrees Celsius, not melts. Water boils in 100 degrees Celsius. Iron, pure iron, I think is 700 degrees, something like that. Tungsten means 3300 above. It's a very high melting point. So how much heat is produced also, no problem, it won't melt. That's why we use it in the filament of the bulb, and the bulb filament is coiled. If you see closely, means you can see old bulb is there in your home, just break it, safely break it, and just take the filament and pull it. We can see small coils. If you pull it long, means it will become very long. Why? Because more length, more resistivity. No, sorry, more length, more resistance. More resistance, more heat. And that heat energy is converted into light energy in the case of electric bulb. Those are the applications of heating effect of electric bulb. Next one, power. What is power? Power is the rate at which energy is consumed, okay, by an appliances. The rate at which work is done in maintaining an electric current in an electric circuit is called as power. Or we can say simply, electric power of an appliance is the rate at which it consumes electric energy. That means this much electric energy is consumed per second. That is electric power. Okay, 3 derivations are there, and the standard unit is watt. See, P is equal to VI. Very easy. P is equal to I square R. P is equal to V square divided by R. Why these 3 types of equations we derived? Because in the case voltage and current is given in the numerical, and there is not given resistance, you can use this equation. If the potential difference is 10 volt, the current is 5, what is the power? 5 into 10, 50 watt. Isn't it? Here, voltage is not given, current and resistance is given. This we can use. If the current passing through a circuit is 2 ampere and resistance is 5 ampere, what is the total power? 2 square 4 into 5, 20 unit. Or standard unit is watt. In the case of only voltage and resistance is given, we can use this equation. So these 3 equations are very important. In some cases, we need to substitute these equations also here. In some case, voltage will be given, charge will be given, time will be given, current won't be given. So we need to substitute this Q by T here, V into Q by T. Understand? I know this is not that much easy to understand. That's why it takes like 300, 400 numericals if you solve, then this chapter will be very easy for you. Okay, simply if I am telling like this means understand. Some of the students will understand, some won't. It's not that much easy. But the entire concept, if you have in your mind, then it is fine. In this case, just see. Sometimes some resistivity will be given, length will be given, area will be given. Okay, see, resistivity given, length will be given, area will be given, and voltage will be given. How will you found power? Using this equation, V square You already potential difference is there. Resistivity RL by A, you have to substitute that equation here. A will go upside, R will be here, like that. Okay. Okay, that's not that much easy. Okay. Anyway, one more thing. This RL length means in meter. Okay. You want to convert that into standard unit meter. Mostly length will be given 1 meter or 2 meter. But in the case of area, it will be given in what? In centimeters. Because radius of a wire will be very small. Have you seen any wire which radius is 10 meter or 5 meter? We cannot say it is a wire. Okay. 10 meter means like big building, that much big size wire. We cannot see. Because you already know that wire is very thin. And its area, its radius will be in not centimeters, it will be in millimeters. We need to convert that millimeter into centimeter, then centimeter into meter. Then we need to substitute in this equation. Okay? Hundreds and hundreds of numericals are there regarding this chapter. Okay? Hundreds and hundreds numericals are there. But there is some examples given in your textbook. Solved in your textbooks are there. And the other examples given in the exercise also have given the solution of that. And some extra questions also is given. Okay, just go through it, work it out again and again and again. Okay, that is the entire types of questions come from this chapter. And if regarding any doubt means you can ask me. Understand, that many questions will come. Actually, more for NCERT state examination, okay, SSLC state examination, that much application level questions won't come. Because in internet we are checking means this is the same subject the CBSE students also are studying. That is a difficult part. Their application is a bit more higher than your side. So don't be tense because lots of questions is not regarding you. But it's good to study that also. Okay, it's a good knowledge. It will be very easy for you when you are going for your higher studies, for your NET and JEE. Understand? So that's the end of the chapter. Next day we will start with our new chapter, and the name is which one? Assume the basis of solve, or you want next part? Control and coordination. Control and coordination I will take afterwards because in NCERT this syllabus is removed, but acid basis and salts is there. Next day we will start with acid basis and salt. It's a very easy chapter. Only we have to study about the properties of acid bases and salts. Daily life you are seeing a lot of acids and bases, and you want to study some use of some chemicals which we are using in daily life. That's it. That's the chapter. Within 4 or 5 or 6 classes maximum we will finish it. It's not a big chapter. It's a easy chapter. Not like this electricity. Electricity finished means 10% of science is finished. Okay. Life process was also a big chapter. Chemical reactions and equations also was an easy chapter. And 25% of the entire science syllabus we covered. Okay. Now only the remaining 75 is there. Regarding other chapters are not that much difficult. Chemistry chapter is coming, that P block elements, or regarding periodic table. It's a bit confusing for you. Not for you, only for all. It's very difficult to remember all the elements in periodic table. Only Mendeleev can, because he is the one who made it. Okay, leave it. Okay, anyway, my dear kids, I hope this chapter was fine. So, there won't be any extra classes for this. If you have any doubts, means we can ask. And if normal classes continues, means we can involve together. So, that's it. I hope that's the end of this chapter. So, that numericals, you want to work on that numericals. Okay? Application level questions from theory part, whatever question answers given, that's it. No other question answers will come. Okay? All the question answers is given as application level. But numericals, I cannot give the entire numericals, like 1000 above numericals are there from this chapter. You cannot study all of them. You just study the pattern of how it comes. Okay? The pattern, just how it comes. That pattern you just go through it. That's the main thing. So I think this video is a bit more longer than the normal one. Okay? This is a very important video. Whenever you have any doubt, means just go through this video and go through the notes. So that's the end of the chapter. Mithun Raj signing off from this part of the world. I am hoping that all is well in that part of the world also. Okay, anyway, Corona is going on. Nowadays, we are not even caring about this pandemic, isn't it? Here, people are normal. Even though the number is going high, they are normal. But it is better to avoid contacts and all. Anyway, the school and all is going to reopen for high school students. So be safe. Okay, wear mask, use hand sanitizers. Otherwise, wash your hands regularly. Understand? Whenever you are going to eat or unwanted touch in your face and all, just leave it. Why taking chances? Why giving chances for this virus to come inside our body? Leave it. Okay. So and also maintain social distancing at home, at public, at school, wherever you go. So Mithun Raj signing off from this part of the world. Bye bye my students. Okay, see you soon. Goodbye and Jai Hind.